Home Ministry, after all, it's part of the government. There is no difference between the Home Ministry and the Law Ministry. But the question is, we can't see the outrageous violation of human rights. We can't see that, the rule of law is flouted by the government in power, particularly in the state. It's the most unfortunate, I don't think, we have suspended the rule of law in the country insofar as Gujarat is concerned. Gujarat is equally. So ultimately, it is the duty of the duty of the government of India also to ensure that rule of law prevails. As a law minister, I am really concerned about it. When that the encounter take place, it is said to be, why every encounter is not questioned. Why all the encounters are being questioned insofar as the Gujarat is concerned. There must be strong reason. And the magisterial inquiry which was ordered in 2004 by very same Gujarat government, and you must allow that magisterial inquiry to have its logical conclusion. You cannot obstruct it. And he comes out with the report. Whether it is publication of that report as right or wrong, it is a separate question. But the report is in fact in place. And can you transfer that, the magistrate, chief metropolitan magistrate from that state just next day, if report is correct, after he submits a report? I am telling you, to stay in report is another thing. But the question is that, getting him transferred is a matter we will have to view it very seriously.
What about the affidavits?
Then which judge can, it can happen any court. And that means to say that kind of independence of justice. Independent justice doesn't confine to the corridors of Supreme Court, corridors of High Court. It also extends to all the subordinate courts.
Right.
And what kind of fearlessness with which a judge can function if the transfer is hanging on his head. How can...
Justice Namak has been transferred.
He has been transferred. So the one Sohrabdin today, that Ishrat, and there may be something, many skeletons may roll out of the cupboards of Gujarat. And that's why we are really concerned about it. And whatever the ministry has done may be a different matter. But the question is, I need to, because as a law minister, I would like to see that the course of law is not hampered. I am looking at that point of view, and a criminal justice system which is sought to be, put in place. I don't want this should be better. This is what I am concerned, and to that extent, I am going to, set right things. To that extent, I would like to look into things.
So the affidavit, as such, in which was cleared by two home secretaries, the topmost officers of the Home Ministry, in which they said that she had Lashkar links. Do you disagree with the affidavit, and did your ministry...
No, the question is, if the bit is correct or not, I am not here to question it, because they may have their own material. I am not questioning it. But the manner in which the encounter has taken place has been questioned, and there is a report and evidence which has come out from the magisterial inquiry. That is a question. When that is the question, we need to go into the merit of the case. That's it.
Did you remove the law officer, your law officer in Gujarat?
Not at all.
Why is there a question of removing him, sir?
No, I have not said, he is being removed or will be removed. That's another question. Now the question is, I want my law officers to pursue the case vigorously, honestly.
You think he did not?
No, I don't know. But if there is any lapse on the part of the law officers, yes, we deal with that.
Now there are reports that I know that you met the Solicitor General, that the Solicitor General called up and said that affidavit should not be filed. And Home Ministry said, no, it is our matter, it should be filed. Solicitor General said Law Ministry does not want it to be filed in August. Now, are these reports correct, sir?
Well, I don't want to go into that details of it. But at the same time, when the magisterial inquiry is over and the report is coming out, and even when the Gujarat government has not filed an affidavit in this case. And this is a matter, I don't know. There may be a background. I am not going to question the propriety of it or the, the rightness or whether it is right or wrong, that's not a question. Which I cannot pass value judgment on the affidavit filed and the circumstance leading to filing the affidavit. But what I am concerned with my law officer, whether he has performed his duty or not. That's all.
He may not have.
I don't know.
Okay, but sir, you're saying perhaps if Gujarat government has not filed an affidavit, perhaps Home Ministry should have checked with Law Ministry about filing the affidavit, sir. Do you think they should have checked?
I'm not going into that details.
Okay, sir, but do you still want a CBI inquiry? I think that was one thing. Do you still want a CBI inquiry into this matter?
The matter is before the Gujarat High Court. And I think we are also filing some SLP in this matter before the Supreme Court.
Law Ministry is filing. Oh, okay. What is the SLP going to go into, sir?
The SLP will go into these things, the proper inquiry into this. The magisterial inquiry having come out now, we need to look into this matter afresh. Notwithstanding the affidavit file, notwithstanding the case pending before the Gujarat High Court.
Sir, I have to ask one thing. Even if those two people are proved terrorists, Home Ministry has said, other police agency, they are saying they had Lashkar links. Are you saying that even if they had terrorist links, they should not have been killed in such a cold-blooded manner? Is that what you're saying, sir?
I am not going to go getting into the merit of the case, but the matter will not get into the corridors of the Supreme Court. Matter will also, it is already, matter will also get, being inquired into. I am not, this is the role of the Law Ministry is to ensure that, the cases are properly prosecuted.
Right, so Law Minister Veerappa Moily there speaking exclusively to NDTV on that affidavit in the Ishrat case. Now remember, two Home Secretaries had given the go-ahead to that affidavit, which in fact agrees with the Gujarat government stand that Javed Sheikh, one of those who was killed with Ishrat, in fact, as they went on to say, they had concrete proof that he was a suspicious character, had links with the Lashkar. And now exclusively talking to NDTV, the Law Minister saying that the centre is sort of changing their tactic on this Ishrat case, will take on the Gujarat government. They want the Gujarat government to lift the stay on Magistrate Tamang's report, which initially said that this was a fake encounter and Ishrat was killed only because she was a Muslim. They've also said they're going to try and stop the inquiry against the judge, which was ordered yesterday, with questions being raised by the Gujarat High Court on just why the magistrate did not follow proper procedure and submit that report to his seniors instead of giving it out to the media. So the centre, of course, all ready to take on the Gujarat government. The Law Minister not willing to talk much on those differences between the Law Ministry and the Home Ministry on this issue, but once again bring the focus back, which is what the Congress has been trying to do on this case, on the manner in which they were killed. In fact, this is a big focus tonight at 10. Encounter politics. Has the Congress weakened its own case on the Ishrat Jahan killing? You can send us your thoughts, SMS us or even email us. We're talking about the Congress on an austerity drive. The party sparked off a debate by asking two of its ministers to check out of five-star hotels, even though they were paying for it from their own pocket. But while S.M. Krishna and Shashi Tharoor followed orders, others are questioning it. Cabinet ministers today raised questions about the new guidelines that include a ban on first-class travel, conferences in five-star hotels and foreign junkets. Some ministers spoke against the rules which mandate travel only on economy class. Finally, Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee had to intervene and say it's only for a year. Well, someone who's not raising any such questions, Rahul Gandhi, even though critics could question his lifestyle.
I generally, I don't go through these phases. So I don't think that, there's a phase when you should be austerity measure and then there's a phase when you shouldn't have austerity measure. I mean, I generally tend to keep myself pretty austere. I don't really get interested in these type of things. So myself personally, I think as a politician, you have a duty to be austere anyway.
Well, the government may talk about austerity, but it's also in the business of politics. So a month ahead of those crucial elections, especially in Maharashtra, while Haryana and Arunachal also vote, it's clear a hike in dearness allowance for central government employees and pensioners by 5%. The hike will be effective for 9 months from July this year to March 2010. It will cost the government almost 3,000 crores in this financial year alone. Another story, we're tracking 5 young girls killed in a stampede in their school in East Delhi. The stampede took place after the students were asked to leave their classrooms, which were flooded after heavy rain through the night. Reports, in fact, conflicting on just what happened. Some students say they tried to come down. Others added to the confusion by rushing out, resulting in the stampede on a narrow staircase. 5 girls died, 27 were injured. 6 of them are said to be critical and in hospital with head injuries. Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit, in fact, visited the injured in hospital. The stampede took place after classrooms were flooded following